Okay, back for another sketchbook page. I'm doing a loose page again, so I guess it's not a sketchbook drawing. It's just a drawing. I ordered a new square sketchbook with a more suitable paper for colored pencils, and that'll be here in a couple days. And so I'll probably start using that next week, and I won't have to tear the pages out. So today I am drawing an octothorpe, which is the hashtag or pound sign. It's also called an octothorpe, apparently so named by workers at Bell Labs. And according to Wikipedia, the first appearance of that term is in a patent filed in, I believe, 1973. It's one of those odd little facts I learned yesterday, 2 days ago, whatever. Anyway, so I'm going to draw an octopus too, and I was just doodling last night with a ballpoint pen, and I picked my colors out last night. My octopus is going to be, boy, the light's not great here. Dark orange. The octothorpe is going to be this dark pink, what Prismacolor calls process red. I guess it's a magenta, right? And then this is 2 different pencils. They're very close, but this light aqua color. So I'm going to start sketching with the color erase pencils, and then and then finish it with the Prismacolor and the Polychromos. And I can't find I didn't sharpen it either, but I don't care. I can't find the orange color erase pencil. I don't know if I just used it up and threw away the stub, but I might have to buy some more pencils. All right, so I want my little octopus friend here. Let's see. So they're about, what, a third wider than they are tall. So if I make it this tall, okay, that works. Got a nice, oh, I don't want it to fall off the side of my square that I don't know if you can see it, but I made another square. That's one thing I won't have to do when I get my square sketchbook, because it will already be a square. Oh, I didn't set my timer. Guess I could just draw till I'm done. We'll see. Oh, that didn't work out the way well, that's okay. We'll just, yeah, it's fine. I started making the little curly Q at the end, and then I turned back around, but then I was on the wrong side of the curly Q. So I guess go on the inside of the curly Q. I don't know. Okay. I don't think I drew 8 arms last night. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's one in the background there. I keep doing it. I keep coming back on the wrong side of the curly Q. Okay, so I'll do 3 more on this side, and then I'll put another one down here. That'll but how will I? You know what? I'll make this back one in here. I'll make it darker red rather than orange, and oops. And then that way it'll stand out a little bit from the orange. I don't want the colors to be too dark. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. We got this one. Well, in my sketch, it kind of overlaps this one. So let's do and then this is the one holding, kind of wrapped around the octothorpe. Maybe I should, this is very close to the edge. Maybe I should scoot this over by like 1/4 of an inch. I think I want the, I want it to kind of go through. Oops, sorry about that. I just hit the microphone. Let's flatten this out a little bit because it seems weirdly long compared to the others. Should do like so. And I think I'm going to move this one over a little bit. Honestly, I think I got to scoot this whole thing in a little bit here. So it's going behind and then in front of the octothorpe. Okay. And what did I write down? I said the hashtag or pound sign is also called an octothorpe. And it wasn't clear whether or not there was an E on the end of octothorpe. The wiki said that it may have been named in part after athlete Jim Thorpe. I don't follow sports very well. I mean, I recognize his name, but, you know. Let's see. Maybe if I just add like a quarter of an inch here and then take about a quarter of an inch off. Gives me a little more space. And I feel like the shape of this arm could be, I don't know, a little more interesting. Is it too, well, that'll have to do. Okay, so, you know what? Let's just center this. Well, alrighty, let's to sharpen this a little bit. I like these polychromos pencils a lot, but they can feel really different. They're oil-based instead of wax-based. And, oh, it's just a he's got a little wart now. Sorry about that, buddy. So in order to delineate that's kind of in the back, put a little bit of poppy red down. Oops. Didn't really intend for it to touch itself here, right there. But I think I overthink things. I'm putting my head in front of the camera again, aren't I? Can't seem to stop doing that. Oh well. So I like the variation in thickness here that I kind of didn't get as nicely, I think, in that one. Oh well, again, overthinking. Just finish it. Finished, not perfect. I think, among other reasons, that's one of the reasons I like drawing with real pencils. Am I missing a leg? There's supposed to be a leg in the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm missing one. Oh yeah, there was another one supposed to be curling around back here. Maybe that'll help. It'll fill in this hole here. The right one? Yeah. 13 minutes left on my 30-minute timer. I think I'm going to go over. Do I record the whole thing or do I stop at 30? I'm just going to go ahead and record the whole thing. It'll be a bigger file. It'll take longer to upload, but that's okay. keep saying I need to tighten that blade in the pencil sharpener, but I keep forgetting to do it. It's one of those things I only think about when I need it. And when I need it, I don't want to stop and go get the screwdriver. I just want to make sure that I have this well defined before since it's really about this symbol, and the octopus is just, Vanna White in this situation. So I want to make sure not to minimize Vanna White's contribution to Wheel of Fortune, but, See, I like that it's kind of, realistically, it wouldn't have, I don't think, it would never look like it has angles, really. But I kind of like the inconsistent width. Yeah. I'm going to quickly put, see, I've already kind of lost where the mouth was. I think my dog is whining about something. Gotta have eyebrows. Okay. Let's see. Next, I'm going to pull this down just a little bit because I have more room here. You know what? I'm going to end up, I think, scooting this over. Or I could put an E on the end. See, that was not clear. I think the article that I saw had an E. So, you know what? Let's put an E on the end. I can double check and I can always get rid of that E. in Photoshop or Procreate. So that's another thing I like about colored pencils is it's kind of, I said this before when I was working on the flowers, when you're working like this and you're not trying to do a lot of shading and you're just essentially using flat color, you know, not entirely flat because the pencil has the texture that it has. But it's just really, it's very soothing and meditative to just kind of color, you know? So I'm finally watching the rest of The Handmaid's Tale. Just watched the first episode of season 4. And I had stopped watching a long time ago after watching the first couple seasons because it was just so, it was depressing and infuriating. But I kind of wish I had continued because in season 3, not to give too many spoilers, but in season 3, the all of the oppressed women, oh shoot, I just broke my pencil, really start seriously rebelling, and it's pretty awesome. So I'm enjoying that. It was kind of hard to watch there for a while, but it's starting to make me feel better now that they're really fighting back. The Prismacolors are nice and soft. They lay down really nicely, but they do tend to go dull quite quickly, and I find that they break a lot more than the harder polychromos. I find that in spite of this paper looking pretty bright, it ends up sort of, I don't know, dull, gray, yellowed. When I scan it. Anyway, yeah, so I ended up having to get rid of it in Photoshop. Sheesh. Guess I should have counted the letters, huh? Well, I gotta get this right because it's gonna be a lot harder to. Oh, that's right. I'm gonna color the background. I'm not gonna leave it white. So. I better get this right. Oh, now it's too far over. Good Lord. You know what? I'm just going to start coloring the background. And then I will count the letters and I will start in the middle. Oh, I was going to try to give the octopus little sucker things. I don't know what the little sucker things are called. Oh no, that's our half hour. I mean, it's okay that it's taking me longer than half an hour. I'm just gonna let it record. Yeah, I think that adds something. Oh, I'm gonna have to. This a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna leave this sharpener right out here. Maybe I'll remember when I'm done to do something about it. So we're just gonna go a fraction over at the bottom and a fraction under at the top. Oops, I went too far there. It's okay. I will crop it off. I mean, worst case, I could add the text in Procreate then. So I did only my second post on Blue Sky this morning. Just posting exactly what I posted on Instagram. I'm going to try to I'm going to try to post more often. I'm going to post on Instagram, but I'm just going to post everything that I post on Instagram to Blue Sky. And apparently they're coming out with a new, they're calling it an image viewing client. It's like it's going to be connected with Blue Sky. And so whatever you post to one posts to the other. They're saying it's not meant to be a replacement for Instagram, but from what I've seen, I don't think you get a grid like you do on Instagram, but the feed when you scroll looks pretty similar from what I can tell. The app is not out yet, but there's a little preview in the it's called Flashes, in the Flashes account on Blue Sky. So looking forward to that. Yeah, we're just really, I am not posting I was sharing my Instagram posts to Threads and Facebook, and I stopped doing that. Contemplating just going ahead and deleting. I don't need Threads at all. I was keeping Facebook only because sometimes I'll take an art class that has a Facebook group, but I just, I want as little meta in my life as possible at this point. I imagine even if we all quit Meta, can't imagine Zuckerberg caring. He's got his billions already, right? Unless we manage to tank the stock. I don't know how much of his wealth is, on paper. And I wish I could break up with Amazon. It's a toxic relationship, and I just can't seem to let go. Okay, I did get 8 arms. That's good. That would have been a little bit embarrassing, right? The whole point being 8. I think that I am going to do the remaining text in Procreate. It'll be just a little bit quicker. And if I make a mistake, obviously, it's much easier to move things around and redo it than if I try to do it on here. So, and yes, that feels a little bit like cheating to me, but why make my life harder than it has to be? Oh, I put my sharpener back in there after I said I was going to leave it out. Maybe I should have made the octothorpe bigger. Well, again, overthinking. Okay, I'm gonna tilt this a little bit. That might make it, I don't know, harder to see. It's a cute octopus. I like it. Oh yeah, you can see where I wrote before. I don't think it matters now. Truthfully, I kind of like seeing those little shadows of what somebody did before, you know? Sort of see the whole artistic journey. This top part almost looks different. Then the kind of got like a line there. Well, whatever. I think that's it. Okay. This one back over here. And this one goes in here. Keeping them separated for different projects. That one goes back in there. Okay. Let's see how long this took. That is a 43-minute video. A little bit longer than usual, but that's all right. I like my little octopus. It's cute. Okay, well, until next time.